With a fast, athletic swing and a wedge game that features superb distance control, the rise of Justin Thomas to the elite world of golf has been swift and electric. Justin Thomas shot to prominence in 2017 with a breakout year that included his August claim of a first major victory in the 99th PGA Championship at the Quail Hollow Club. Thomas is just one of 4 golfers in the history of the game to have claimed a major and 5 tour titles before his 25th birthday. After winning his first major, Thomas went on to claim the FedEx Cup along with its handsome bonus following a second-place finish at the season-ending Tour Championship. Thomas impressed on the course from an early age, establishing himself as something of a golfing prodigy when he became the 3rd youngest player to make the cut on the PGA Tour at the 2009 Wyndham Championship. He was just 16 years old at the time, and he wouldn't turn professional until another 4 years. The 3rd-generation golfer claimed the world #1 ranking for the first time in 2018, holding the position for 4 consecutive weeks. He again reached that summit in August 2020 after winning the World Golf Championship FedEx St. Jude Invitational at TPC Southwind. In major championships, Thomas has recorded 2 successes in the PGA Championship. He has perhaps been a little disappointed by his inability to contend regularly, but with the second win in 2022, he will hope to herald a change in that regard. He has also won the so-called 5th major, the Player Championship, with a superb performance in March 2021. Thomas has represented the United States in both the President's Cup and Ryder Cup. Watch on to find out how Justin Thomas rose to his prominence at such a young age. Golf is a hereditary profession for Thomas. His father and grandfather were more than handy golfers, so his aptitude for the game became apparent early. After graduating from St. Xavier High School in Louisville, Kentucky in 2011, he attended the University of Alabama, whose sports team is famously known as the Crimson Tide. In his 2012 freshman year at the university, Thomas was awarded the Haskin Award as the most outstanding collegiate player. He also received the Jack Nicklaus Award in the same year, becoming the first Alabama golfer to win both awards in the same year. The following year, he was named the NCAA Division I Men's Golf Championship team as the Crimson Tide claimed the national team championship. Thomas was a member of the Alabama team that played in the back-to-back championship finals in 2012 and 2013. He set an Alabama record with 6 individual collegiate events victories before turning pro at the age of 20. Thomas delayed turning professional to play in the Walker Cup in 2013, but would earn his place in the Web.com Tour through qualifying school later that year. A maiden professional victory at the 2014 Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship helped Thomas finish 5th in order of merit at the Web.com Tour and earn a place on the PGA Tour for 2015. In his rookie year on the main tour, Thomas continued to impress, earning 4th-place finishes at the Quicken Loans Nationals and Sanderson Farms Championship. A further 5 top 10 placings saw Thomas finish 32nd in the PGA Tour's FedEx Cup that term. Thomas made a cut at the major for the first time in 2015 and ended in a tie for 18th at the PGA Championship at Whistling Straits. He recorded his first PGA Tour win in November 2015 when he overcame a final round bogey to pip Adam Scott to the CIMB Classic in Kuala Lumpur by just 1 shot, and he successfully defended that title a year later. The defense of his first PGA title primed Thomas for what would be an incredible breakout year, jam-packed with achievement and big money rewards. He started 2017 with a bang, winning the SBS Tournament of the Champions in January. A week later, he became just the 7th player in PGA Tour history to card a round of 59, achieving the feat at the Sony Open in Hawaii. He went on to win the tournament and set the event to record low totals after 18, 36, 54, and 72 holes. In the 2017 US Open at Erin Hills, Thomas looked set for a first major title after equaling the tournament single-round record with a 9-under par 63 in the 3rd round. He faded on the final day, though carding a 75 to finish tied 9th. He didn't have to wait long for his first major as he won the year's PGA Championship. He bounced back from a disappointing opening round of 73 to steadily close on the leaders. He drained a 36-foot putt on the 9th for a birdie that moved him to a tie for the lead before dramatically claiming it for himself with another birdie putt at the following hole. His putt stalled on the lip of the 10th hole before dropping. Over the Labor Day weekend, Thomas claimed his 5th PGA Tour win at the Dell Technologies Championship in Boston, and he won the 2017 FedEx Cup after finishing runner-up at the Tour Championship. His incredible achievement in 2017 saw him named both the PGA Tour and PGA Player of the Year. In the aftermath of that incredible year, Thomas settled on as one of the PGA Tour's most consistent players before the age of 30. Thomas started the 2017-2018 season strongly, claiming the CJ Cup in October, and 4 months later, he added the Honda Classic in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida to move a career-high 3rd on the world rankings. Just a week later, he rose to 2nd after winning a sudden death match to Phil Mickelson at the WGC Mexico Championship. A loss to Bubba Watson in the 2018 WGC Match Play semifinals denied him the top spot in the rankings, but he eventually hauled in the then number 1 Dustin Johnson after the 2018 Players Championship. Thomas held the spot for 4 weeks before he surrendered it back to Johnson. He was the 21st man to hold the number 1 spot since the inception of the rankings. He was selected for the 2018 U.S. Ryder Cup team and played well in a losing effort, going 4-1-0 through the event, including a singles win over Rory McIlroy. Thomas topped the money-winning stake again in 2018 and 2019. He added another brace of tournament wins to his record by claiming the BMW Championship at Medina Country Club, outside of Chicago. He also won the CJ Cup in South Korea for the 2nd time in its 3 years of existence. He started 2020 with a 2nd victory in the Century Tournament of Champions at the Kapalua Resort, and in August, he won the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational to return to the top of world rankings, although briefly. In late 2020, he spurned the chance to add to his major championships tally, leading the US Open after 18 holes and the Masters at halfway. He rediscovered the winning touch in early 2021. He carded 64-68 at the Player Championship during the weekend to hunt down the leaders, Bryson DeChambeau and Lee Westwood. He then revealed that he had received a supportive message before the final round from Tiger Woods. On February 17, 2019, Thomas led the Genesis Open entering the final round. Gusty conditions led to Thomas shooting 75 and finishing 2nd to champion J.B. Holmes. At a point, Thomas 4-putted for a double bogey. The last 3 putts were inside 8 feet and the final miss was from 2 feet. Despite that PGA Championship win of 2017, Thomas headed into the 2022 edition of the event with a poor major record that read 25 starts and only 6 top 10s. But he made an early race to the 2022 venue Southern Hills, immediately liked what he saw, and proved it by carding a pair of 67s to lie 3rd heading into the weekend. However, his problem of the previous 18 months reappeared. He shot a 3rd round 74 to slip 7 shots back of the lead. Midway through the final round, he was actually in an even worse position, but his own superb back 9 and struggles for the leader Mito Pereira left Thomas and Will Zalatoris in a 3-hole playoff, which Thomas won. Being a 3rd-generation golfing professional, his father, Mike Thomas, is the head professional at the Harmony Landing Country Club in Goshen. His paternal grandfather was also handy on the course, playing in the US Open and serving as head professional at the Zanesville Country Club. He reportedly started showing an interest in the game as a toddler, first picking up a club before his 2nd birthday. He was avid of his hometown Louisville Cardinals despite being a jet-setting modern golf pro. Thomas is Kentucky when it comes to choosing a life partner. He is not yet married, but has been involved with his girlfriend Jillian Wisniewski since 2016. Jillian is a full-time writer, which explains why she cannot be with Thomas every tournament. She nearly missed his first major success, but managed to switch a flight to get to Charlotte to celebrate with Thomas on the 13th of August 2017. On January 9, 2021, during the 3rd round of the Century Tournament of Champions in Hawaii, Thomas drew criticism for using a homophobic slur to express anger over a missed putt, despite Thomas expressing contrition over the incident, describing his language as inexcusable. Sponsors Ralph Lauren and Woodford Reserve ended their relationship with him. At a relatively young age, Thomas has already racked up impressive fortunes, thanks to the winner's purse as well as sponsorship and other endorsement deals. Ahead of the 2020 Masters, Thomas has banked $38,745,227 in prize money alone, and is 24th on the PGA Tour career money leader list. The $10 million he earned as the 2017 FedEx Cup winner makes up a substantial portion of that, but Thomas just keeps adding to his already impressive tally. The rise of Justin Thomas to being an elite golfer is a thing to talk about. He had achieved many aims that some older golfers were dreaming of. Imagine winning all this at just under 30. However, Thomas's run of form is so impressive, but don't you think he may fall off the radar? If yes, state your reason, and if it's negative, let us know your opinion in the comment box. Kindly subscribe to our channel and click on the notification icon to keep updated about our new videos.